Yo, what's going on? E. Jones, bottom to the top hoops. My man.
You already know, Black Elvis, we are officially in the building. We back like we never left.
We back at the Harlem Haberdashery. We got a good one for you today.
Hey, I just want to say, big shout out to G-Star and Rock Nation. He doing his interviews, thankfully.
Yo, listen, man. You know, blessings to the people who show love. And
yeah.
You show love to me, I show love to you.
Must be some product placement going on or something.
Yo, man, we just do what we can do. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Come on, talk about it.
Yo, listen, man. We talked about the wrap up of the summer. Mm-hmm. Now we talking about going back into high school basketball. Mm-hmm. You got Anderson Diaz going over to the OTE.
That's right.
We got Magic Mel committed to St. Louis.
That's right. Congratulations, man.
Lou brought a bunch of kids in. Deron Rippey went crazy. Got the Slam Classic. He been crushing it. He probably gonna be top 10 in a minute. Caden Mingo is a top 10 player over at Lou. They got the Kamasuko kid, who's a top 10 junior in the country at Lou. Yo, it's a lot.
What about your boy K Deuce shaking up New York City?
Yo, Kalen Destin, one of OSL's own. Amazing summer. Got an offer from Jackson State. Offer from why is it eluding me? Youngstown State. You know, breakout summer.
Way more to come too.
Yeah, man. Really excited for him. So New York City and where we are with New York, and all of the things that the student athletes have been able to accomplish. I'm excited for the year. I just want to see the momentum continue to build, and I want to see these New York teams kind of take it personal to be able to make a national splash.
See, I think that's the difference between our era and now's era. We took it personal.
Yeah.
You wasn't going to just come in my gym and treat us any kind of way and walk out of here with a W. You know, so I don't.
And we was going into your gym to try to violate.
Oh, we violated.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then leave with respect. But while we in between them lines, we going at your neck.
Oh yes, got to know that.
So it's interesting, man, because the landscape of college basketball, you see guys like Boogie Flan getting a big bag at Florida. Ian Jackson obviously got paid handsomely at St. John's. What do you think the St. John's team is going to look like? I heard they're loaded.
Wait, first of all, I think they're like the #2 recruiting class in college this year.
The Patino effect.
Oh, no, that's the Patino. Did you see the video when Patino literally said, I will not recruit kids from high school?
Spun right back to Adidas, too.
And then went from Nike, like you said, right back to Adidas.
He's not playing around. He's like, all right, I got to honor this contract. Okay, cool. Now let me get back with the family.
Now let me get back with my family.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
Rick's
amazing.
coming in there. Yo, he's 70 years old. He's in phenomenal shape. And he's still out there coaching circles around some of these
Oh, man. It's ridiculous how he's still teaching.
Do you think they're going to be able to repeat that magical season that they had last?
Absolutely. I really believe so.
Here's my early prediction. Write this one down, put it in the books. I think that Rick Pitino is going to coach them to a top 3 finish in the Big East. I believe that they will get at least 23 wins. I think they'll be around a 7th seed in the NCAA tournament. They won 29 games last year.
Yeah, you don't think they can repeat that?
They're really good, but I think it's just hard to. I mean, if he does, that'll be amazing. But that's still a very successful year. I'm calling 23 and between 23 to 25 and like 7 to 9 losses.
Okay, I think they're gonna do it
because
better.
they got a crazy out of conference schedule.
I seen that.
Yeah,
God. Rick said, "I want
no more Cupcake City.
No more Cupcake City. I'm talking about prime time all the way through."
So that's what I'm saying. The Big East is always a gauntlet. You know, you could pencil in 3 to 4 losses from there. Then you figure these non-conference, they probably split with some of the higher level teams. That equals up to probably 7 to 9. 9 is a stretch. 7, I would say, is safe. If they go 30-5, that's big time. But
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I got some information the other day, and I was literally thrown in the ocean.
Okay.
And how I was thrown in the ocean, I was asked the question: who do you think is the top sneaker selling, which means brand out there? I know 80% of people are going to say Nike. Maybe another 20% might say Adidas. But did you know Skechers sells the most sneakers?
I did not know that, but I know they had a huge footprint because of the fact that they got a great price point, and they just entered basketball, but they're into that leisure, athleisure, skateboard, all of that stuff.
Want to have a comfortable walking shoe.
They appeal to middle America. They got the slip-ons, and again, there's something for everybody. And they're going to those, you can find them. They're higher end sneakers in Foot Locker, but you can find them also in the lower end stores in a mall in the middle of America somewhere in Minnesota, where that's what it is. But the funniest enough, I was just in Spain, and I was noticing that Nike's footprint, no pun intended, is not the same as it is over here in the States. You go on a basketball court now,
yes,
mostly Nike. But even walking around New York City, the kids are into like New Balance and Asics and even Brooks. And Hoka's.
Oh yeah, the comfortable walking shoe.
I haven't gotten to the Hoka stage yet.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. I'm trying to lean towards it. Hoka, send us some samples. Maybe we might do something.
Speaking of sneakers and brands, got a big interview coming up, man. A legend in New York City who played at a high level in high school and college, and has been able to make his way in the apparel and brand space. Got the interview coming up with Mike Parker.
Big shout out to my man Dre Moore
for the plug on the interview.
For the plug. Shout out to you, Drago, doing great things with your basketball and girls basketball out in Chicago, man. Keep up all of the great work, man. Check this interview out.
Hey, what's going on? E. Jones, bottom to the top hoops. We back at it one more again with my man Mike Parker. What's good, E family?
What's going on, baby?
I'm doing great, man. It's so good to have you here on the show. We're gonna take it back, right?
Take it back.
We're talking about the history of New York City basketball. We're talking about the impact that guys like yourself has been able to make, and more importantly, we want to pay it forward to the young people so they could be able to have those jewels and nuggets to understand that there's so many things that could be done in terms of what the game could provide for you outside of what's in between the lines. And I think that's a great education for kids and parents to be able to understand there's so much of a bigger scope of things. So let's start from the beginning. Tell the people where you're from, you know what I'm saying? Represent your foundation and all that, you know what I mean?
I gotta say, I'm from the Upper West Side.
Okay, yeah.
Also known as Goat Park.
Okay.
Rocksteady Park, back in the days.
My man Tone Grip, big shout out to Tone Grip.
Yes, childhood friend, absolutely.
Yes,
so, grew up, in that environment, same building as Mario Ellie.
Wow, I just was with him on All-Star Weekend. Big shout out to Rio.
And my man Babito Garcia.
Yes,
in the building. So
sure.
Grew up in a real basketball, street culture, lifestyle environment, and just loved the game. Started, played Riverside.
Okay.
The whole thing.
When did you start playing it with the church?
So I started with the church when I was really 11, 12.
So this is going to give me context. What was your graduation class from high school?
So my graduation class, was Kenny Anderson.
Was 89 or 88?
80. So I repeated a year. So I graduated 89.
Okay. You went to a prep or something like that?
I went to prep school.
Okay, copy.
Yeah. But Kenny Anderson, Dave Edwards.
Oh yeah. We know that Andre McCullough. I think Carlton Hines was a year behind you.
Yes, Duncan Hines. Yeah.
Salute to him. That's my guy, man.
Absolutely.
So you're coming up. You're playing with the church.
Yep.
The church was different. So this is my caveat, right? I always said that there was a basic fundamental difference between the Gauchos and Riverside. The Gauchos just pressed and ran. Riverside actually had plays.
Yes.
There was more structure, there was more coaching.
Yes.
And I don't know how translatable that is in terms of the success that guys had after high school, because as you get to college, there's more structure.
Totally.
So how do you think that translated for you coming up in Riverside and being able to acclimate yourself into high school and college?
I think it was very helpful. I had the pleasure of playing for Honey Bun. I don't remember
Bun Edwards, man. God bless him, man.
Rest his soul. That was my guy. But like you said, a lot of structure. There was always plays, and I think that discipline kind of helped.
Yep.
As it related going on to high school where I played, and then on to college. So that was foundational piece of just really, you know, you playing with guys like Malik Sealy and, you know, really
Corey Allen,
Jerome Holmes, come on, man, Garfield Smith, you know what I mean?
My man Keith Odom,
say less.
Yeah, that's right,
Yes, that was.
So you go from playing with the church. Did you play with the church right all the way through, or did you veer off? Because I know that was my story.
Yeah, no. So I ended up playing all the way through. So I was playing with Central Baptist Church on 92nd Street. Playing.
You did work, and they clipped you.
There you go. Exactly. Literally.
We talk about that story all the time.
At the Stone Gym tournament.
Wow.
I was going head to head against Kenny A.
Wow.
And you know,
big shout out to Chips.
No doubt. We was doing it, and then after that game, we ended up losing. But Coach Honeybun came up to me and goes, "What are you doing next week?" I was like,
"We was just having this conversation, man." So I'm gonna veer off, right? So think about this for a second. You probably have never given this thought. Back in the days, if you were playing against the Gauchos or Riverside, which were the two main programs, and you did well, they were coming to get you right after the game.
Absolutely.
What was the reaction, or what was the feedback from those coaches that you were playing for, whether it be Reese All-Stars, Tony Rosa, that were good teams, that you're taking their best player? Was it just that those guys wanted to see you do better and they sent you along? Was it smoke behind the scene? Like, I'm going to have Dave McCullough on and ask him.
I think, for me personally, that there was definitely some smoke on it. Like
they're like, hold on.
Yeah, like hold on. But I you know, obviously everybody revered the Riverside, the Gaucho, the Blue Jacket, that whole thing, the gold bag. It meant something. And so for me, it was more like I want to challenge myself and put myself in an environment with the best players.
The coach tries to hold you up. He's a hater.
Exactly. But the other side of the story, though, too, I could say is that some people will say, why go play with the horses where I could still be the man someplace else? Because I had to admit, when I came to Riverside, I had to back up Kenny A.
Yeah, you had to fit in.
Where I was starting in a different environment, I had to also understand my role based on
there is no one right answer.
Yeah.
But I would say that back in the days, because to your point, it was so revered, if you had the opportunity, you almost couldn't pass it. Right? You'd rather come off the bench from the Chos or the church than to play, respectfully with Young Life.
There you go.
Big shout out to Bouncy and all those guys. You know what I mean? Like, this is all family.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Big shout out to my man Kojo Lockhart and all the people that play with the purple and gold.
Absolutely.
So you go into high school. Where'd you play high school?
So I played at McBurney High School.
Which closed down.
Yeah.
Aunt Dixon.
Aunt Dixon. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So I actually started my career at Lawrence Academy. So I went to a prep school.
Okay. Not the one in Long Island.
No. Lawrence Academy out in Groton, Massachusetts.
Okay, gotcha.
That's where Napier.
Okay. Shabazz Napier.
He played there many years later.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, I went there for the first 2 years.
Okay.
Then
McBurney.
Then transferred to McBurney. Repeated a year. Did 2 years, and then McBurney closed. Going into my senior year.
Fun fact. There's a girl who I went to high school with my senior year. She's married to a good friend of mine named Shara Walters that went to McBurney as well. Yeah. Walters. Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Big shout out to you, Shara. Big shout out to my man, Mighty Mark. Much love. They're a married couple, beautiful child, all of that. But there was a lot of people from McBurney that went to different schools from there that, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So did you get a chance to finish there, or you went?
No, so going into my senior year when it closed, I could have went to St. Raymond's. They was Coach DeSantis was there at the time.
The Caesar.
I'm sorry, the Caesar.
I was there.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I started at St. Raymond's in '87.
Okay.
So Munoz, Chuck, and Mike Thompson was there my senior. That was their seniors when I was a freshman.
I played on the side of the Chuck Martin.
Yeah, that's my guy. D. Reed,
all of them. So I had a chance to go to do that. I didn't. I ended up going to Poly Prep for like a week. And I was
Big
like,
shout out to Malik Rose.
Exactly. And long story short, I ended up going back to Lawrence Academy.
Oh wow, you spun the block.
Spun the block and went back there to finish out my senior year.
Okay.
So that's how it ended up.
So you go and playing at Lawrence, then you go on to play in college.
Yeah. So I got recruited by the Ivies, so like Penn, Dartmouth. I ended up going up to Cornell.
Yep.
And so went to go play for Coach Mike DeMent.
Okay.
And then I had Coach Van Bredekorf. So I had two coaches in my.
Just going head to head with my man Jerry Lee.
There you go. Harvard.
That's my family. Yo.
Absolutely. Also Tariq and Gary Campbell, the twins.
Yep, the twins from home. Yep.
Those are my guys too. So grew up playing with them. So yeah, that was my path.
You know what's interesting, man, because you bring a different perspective, right? From a freshman, you go to a boarding school, right? Which is a little bit more popular now, but more later people are going, right? For postgraduate years or additional years or to get a higher, better platform. And then you wind up going to an Ivy League school. You know, that goes without saying, but there was something about your background and your upbringing where there was an emphasis on academics, right?
Absolutely.
And sometimes that gets lost. I'm a basketball junkie.
Yeah.
I make no bones about it, but I understand also that they go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
So just speak to being able to balance those things and the importance you think that you could share with the young people of why that's important.
No, absolutely. Well, for me growing up, like most kids, I would say, is like sports was a part of my character and who I was. And basketball became a love. And so, my mom was always, reinforcing education.
Yep.
I just was around that. But the most important piece was that in order to play basketball, I had to do well academically.
That was a requirement at home.
A requirement at home and
in
the
school.
places where I played. Like, that was like the motivation. And so to me, that made me buckle down about like, I gotta get this done, because if I don't, then I'm not in the environment that I love.
But think about this for a second. Academic achievement is a part of the culture in those schools.
Yes.
So if you know how you come into the school and you got a bad fit on, they snap on you.
Yeah.
You get made fun of if you got bad grades.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely,
that could be a background motivator too.
Absolutely.
And you're coming from the Upper West Side. I'm sure there wasn't a ton of diversity. Right. You probably were on a scholarship situation.
Yes.
So
yes, absolutely.
Indirectly, you may have had this foresight, but you were actually paving the way for people to come after you to be able to say, we're going to recruit from this area because they can produce a good kid who can handle the academic rigor, who's going to give us the basketball talent, and they're good character people.
Absolutely.
So sometimes when we're in it, we might not see that, but there's trailblazing impact from that perspective as well.
Totally. I mean, I got to give, a shout out to my brother who kind of paved the way as well, because he got connected to a program called the Dome Project.
Okay.
And the Dome Project was taking like at-risk youth who were, had opportunity to demonstrate that they had academic acumen, but also gave them a pathway to connect with prep schools and create, scholarships. So that was kind of like the groundwork, but that was already in place, and so I saw that, and that inspired me.
There you go.
To kind of take it to the next level.
So now, as we transition into life after playing college, what was your mindset? Right? You okay, I'm done.
Yep.
There's a finality to when you play your last game, and what's next?
Yes.
You probably had a little bit more insight because of the way those Ivies are structuring everything.
Yeah.
Did you know specifically what you wanted to do?
That's a great question. I did not. So initially, when I went to Cornell, I wanted to become a lawyer. So I went to the Industrial Labor Relations School within Cornell.
That sounds very, very highfalutin.
It's not. It's just.
But it sounds great.
It sounded great.
Say it one more time.
Industrial Labor and Relations.
Wow.
So
I'm a Google it.
That was what I initially went to school for. So I wanted to become a lawyer. But after doing it for a while, I was like, wow, I'm not really into going to law school, but I wanted to finish and get my degree.
Yep.
So ultimately, I was like, I'm going to complete and get a Ivy League degree, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do, which was kind of scary. because like you said, basketball was ending. And a lot of my identity was around basketball, but I also realized that I wasn't going to take it to the next level. A lot of my classmates, some guys were going on to business school at Columbia. Other people were going to, law schools.
That's a harsh truth. That's a harsh truth, man. To be able to come to grips and say, man, it's a wrap for me.
It's a wrap. Yeah. And
but you got so much out of it.
100%.
It didn't owe you nothing.
Not at all. It blessed me.
So, what was your first gig out of college?
So my first gig out of college, man, it was I was delivering newspapers.
With a Cornell degree.
With a Cornell degree. It was humbling. It was humbling. But the reality was that year I came out, it was definitely a tough job market. But I also was like, I'm living with my moms. I can't have her pay for nothing no more. Like this is
stack some bread.
She did her part.
Nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, I'm gonna take what I need to take. But nothing's permanent. But you got to start somewhere. So, long story short, I delivered newspapers for 3 weeks. Then I got signed up with the Summer Youth Employment Program. SYEP. I became a counselor. So I was overseeing a site, different sites around the city. One of the sites I was overseeing, which was a homeless shelter on 42nd Street, one of my kids was working there. Long story short, the guy was like, what are you doing after you're done? Because he asked me, hey, where'd you go to school? I told him I went to Cornell. He's like, well, when you're done here, do you want to be a counselor here at this homeless shelter?
Why not?
I said, why not?
It's a check.
It's a check. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Right.
I'll see you September.
Right.
So boom, did that for about a year, and then I became an investigator for a public defender's office at Neighborhood Defense Services of Harlem, which is right there on 25th Street.
Okay.
So I became an investigator doing that work, in the community, trying to find ways to help exonerate people who are accused of crimes, this, that, and the other. So it was
doing the good work,
challenging thing, but trying to help. And then I was still playing ball, like playing at Asphalt Green, playing in different tournaments, and I was playing with a brother by the name of Jerry Erasmi. Jerry Erasmi,
you know Jerry very, very well of Nike.
At Nike.
Oh man,
and legendary. And so Jerry and I, we played together. And I was telling him, I was like, yo, how do you get a job at Nike? And he was like, well, either you're, have a marketing background or a sales background. And I had neither of those. I'm just graduating. So anyway, I was kind of frustrated. And then, but then he was like, yo, there's a local Eakin here in New York City. And Eakin is Nike spelled backwards. Those are entry-level positions that a lot of, Nike people that come into the company.
Yep.
So anyway, I basically met the local Eakin in New York and shadowed him for like 6 months.
Wow.
As I was doing my other job as an investigator, just following him, trying to learn the job, and lo and behold, a role opened up in New York. I interviewed for it, and then boom, I got the Eakin job.
Big shout out to Jerry Erasmi. Big shout out to my man Gerardo. Man, big shout out to my man Ray Butts.
Ray Butts, yes.
Yo,
yes.
We got to shout out the family.
Absolutely.
Brimmer.
There's
so many good people that have blessed that, especially the Nike New York and along the way. So you've had a run. Nike.
Yes.
Reebok.
Yes.
You can roll it on.
Converse. Under Armour. Asics.
I didn't know Asics.
K-Swiss.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, that's the main gigs, and then I've been doing some consulting with other companies.
Of course.
Or what have you.
That's what happens when you go to Cornell.
Yeah.
But just think about that for a second. When you look back on it, and you say to yourself, like, newspaper routes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Public defender's office.
Yes.
Counselor. Right? These things are not glamorous stuff.
No.
Not high-paying gigs, but enough for us, 25, 26, to be able to, find their way or find your way. And now you work with these iconic brands.
Yeah.
And because of your track record.
Yes.
And what you've been able to accomplish, do you ever pinch yourself? Do you ever look back on it and be like, man, I had a heck of a run? Or you just didn't?
I do look back, and I am blessed to kind of, the things I've been able to experience, the people I've been able to work with. And like growing up, I didn't even know that you could have a job in the sneaker business, right? Even though I wore sneakers, collected them like any other kid, but no one tells you got free joints, got the hookup.
Yeah.
But no one tells you that you can get a job here. Like you always get you can become a police officer, you can be a doctor, like the things that people see, but you don't think about the things you're wearing.
Nike factory store and Adidas store headquarters, they got a lot of money for me.
A lot of money. We ain't
gonna talk about that. Man.
Exactly.
But that's true though.
Yeah.
These are the careers that we want to talk to the young student athletes to be able to say there's other ways to be able to stay around the game and the culture.
Yes.
To be relevant.
Yes.
And do something that you love that you would do for free and then be able to make a living off of it. And further be able to be in a position to employ other people.
Yes.
Recommend people.
Yes.
And I think where I am now and probably where you are, a lot of it has to do with how much autonomy am I going to be able to get when I take this position?
Yeah.
And what is the creative direction of where the brand is going, and how do I fit into that whole like brand promises? Because if it don't fit, then you just there and it don't feel right. And with your career and your resume, I think you have the ability to choose. At this point, right?
Totally.
So just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. I mean, I think like I said, going back to having an opportunity to work with guys like Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Pharrell, Stephen Curry at Under Armour, and like all those different experiences, be it through a brand side, creating product, or even doing sales, like all those elements have kind of prepared me for other opportunities that have come my way, right? And so I've also got a chance to really figure out which areas do I really like more so in between those different things that I've been doing. And then, later on in my career, giving myself an opportunity kind of to be more selective about the opportunities I do want to take advantage of. And the brands, because not every brand's a good fit, right? And there's opportunities to make money, but sometimes not all money's good money.
So that brings us to where you are now with Capelli Sports. You guys made a huge splash into New York City. I've seen you at Hoops in the Sun, balling up in Harlem. I seen you did something with Rucker a couple of years back. I know I'm missing some, but from what I understand, and I owe you a call, Will Flower, you guys are really focusing on basketball because Capelli is a company who's done very well in soccer, right, in Europe, and now you're really focusing on basketball, starting with Manhattan College as the first Division I basketball team as a Capelli sponsored school. Yeah.
I mean, you captured it all. I mean, like you said, Capelli is foundation, roots in soccer, but like anything they established and had success there, and then looking to branch out into other sports, and basketball being another global sport like soccer is a next iteration. But it's not just basketball. It's volleyball. They got baseball. They got track and field. And so, but as we know, New York City being at the headquarters and the foundation, basketball being important in New York City, basketball culture. Insert Mike Parker to help them kind of get the exposure and
do it organically is important.
Exactly. It's a very competitive market. There's a lot of great brands that are doing it, but kind of figuring out where does Capelli fit in that mix, and partnering with institutions. So we worked with the PSAL.
Nice.
Sponsoring the PSAL championships last year at St. John's University. We were also sponsoring the PSAL versus the Catholic High School Athletic Association championships at LIU.
Nice.
So just kind of being in that high school space, and then I think
that's where it is right now.
That's where the action is, and that's kind of where the business is, for Capelli. And then that also kind of led to that, partnership opportunity with Manhattan College and Felician University.
Okay.
In Jersey, Division II. So, yeah.
I got two things for you. So number one, I want to challenge you. If you haven't already, I think that there is a huge void to be able to offer classes or training for young men and young women who potentially are interested in getting into this space, and maybe do some type of workshops. Because I think that you have so much to offer young people if you could create something like that. And I know there's probably funding out there for it, but I would love to see kids have another outlet and an opportunity.
I love that.
So that's first. Secondly, I want to have some fun. So I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
You give me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
It's like rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire, whatever you want to call it. Like hit and run, with, you know. We in Harlem, so we
Let's get it.
borough that has this best in basketball from your opinion.
Brooklyn.
Not Manhattan. I like that.
Best players? Or
Plays the best brand of basketball, best player, all encompassing.
Plays the best brand. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the BK.
Okay, respectfully. You live in BK now.
I do live in BK.
See how they hop over? You see how they hop over? Okay, next question. Best basketball moment.
Ah, man. Watching Kenny Anderson. Wait, personal moment or
Personal moment.
Oh, personal moment. Oh, defeating Cal in the Seton Hall tournament when I was playing at Cornell and Seton Hall. I'm sorry, we played against Cal Berkeley when they had Jason Kidd and Lamont Murray, and they were ranked 20th in the country, and Cornell took down.
And you got to it.
We took down number 20, Cal Berkeley.
That's dope.
Now I must add a caveat. Jason Kidd did not play that game.
We got the win over number 20.
We got the win over number 20.
See, that's an integrity. I went to put it in there. Yo, we beat.
I got that. But Lamont Murray played.
Yeah. No.
You know, who was also a ranked guy.
What would your parents be most proud of in terms of your life accomplishments?
My graduation from Cornell.
Okay.
My degree in Cornell.
I got a good one for you. Your favorite teammate of all time.
Oh man. Damn.
Damn is not an answer, by the way.
All right.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I play with a lot of people.
I understand. I'm just asking for an answer to the
famous favorite teammate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Somebody's gonna be upset.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be upset. I'm gonna say Kenny Anderson.
Wow. Okay. This is a question I ask every show, so we're gonna wrap it up now. 3 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
You got the ball in hand. You can't shoot.
Can't shoot.
You got to pass it to a teammate. There's no dribbling. It's a catch and shoot opportunity. Who's knocking it down? Who you passing it to?
My guy Jeff Gaser, who I played with at Cornell.
Knockdown shooter.
Knockdown shooter.
Big shout out to you, Jeff. Hopefully you're still shooting the jumper. Man, this has been informative. It's been fun. It's been engaging. I appreciate you for sharing so much of your time. I appreciate the knowledge that you share with our viewers and some stuff that you've taught me. Thank you for taking the time. Mike Parker.
E, shout out to you.
Thank you.
For doing incredible work.
Thank you.
And you're obviously a natural at this thing. So
we try.
Keep doing it, baby.
Yes. Yo, L, man, we back. Yo, bro, that was one of my most, I think, insightful interviews that we've done in terms of being able to, like, just hear the humble beginnings and the journey of somebody who graduated from Cornell but was humble enough to be able to start where he did. I thought that was super awesome, the way he was transparent and the way he shared.
Absolutely. I thought it was super awesome that I set the interview up and the man walks in and he's like, "Hey, E, what up?" I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, man, it's a family thing.
Yeah. Well, it's not really a thing. So, you know, they say it's a big world, but you're big in it.
Who?
You. I mean, when I'm talking about this basketball landscape here in New York City, you know, it's like, you know, I want to give you your kudos because it's like, this is the third interview that I've set up thinking I'm doing something. Yeah, I'm going to set something up, throw E in the ocean, I got home. Never fails. Which means you're doing your due diligence here in New York. Keep up your good work.
Well, thank you. It's more about trying to be able to leave a positive mark on the places and the spaces that I go, and be able to add value to situations, and hopefully the people who I interact with and encounter can have a lasting memory to say, man, that dude was dope, or he did good work, and you know, I played a little bit, so that helps.
Yes, well, that was everything, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
You know who I want to give a big shout out to?
Who's that?
Big shout out to the Harlem Haberdashery for having us and opening their doors. Big shout out to Smooth. Big shout out to Guy. Big shout out to their whole team.
Yo, man, you guys, man, make sure you come down 122nd, 123rd in Lenox. Dope store, really exclusive pieces, man. I shop here myself, so when I come out with them exclusive, don't ask me where I got it from. I got it from Harlem Haberdashery.
245 Lenox, man. Come on through. Check it out.
Yo, L, man, we got another good one in the books.
You already know how we do, man.
Big shout out to Jerry Ice, D Jones, the whole City Legends family.
Big shout out to Smooth. Big shout out to, like I said, Guy. Big shout out to K1. Big shout out to Jules. Big shout out to Sean Black. But most importantly, big shout out to the man upstairs who opened doors that no man can close.